Hello, I'm Darren.
I'm Debbie.
And welcome back to our channel. What we've got for you today is our charity bookshop haul. It's been a little while since we've had one, and it's built up a bit. It's sort of like,
it isn't actually as bad as it looks because this pile in front of me here is all one author.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Right. So Darren went out and about and he has a list of authors that he looks for. Now then, Sarah Morgan, I love her books. Believe it or not, they are something I got into when I started reading some Mills and Boon books without knowing they were Mills and Boon books. Since then I have read a few more. I've gone back onto my more mysticky, magicy jobbies now. But I do particularly like her. She's not particularly sappy, but they're really good stories. Well, at least I hope they are, because the ones I've read so far of hers are. Yeah. But it's not just romance. There's good bones to it, as it were.
Yeah.
So we have got Summer Fling, Summer with Love, Holiday in the Hamptons, Summer Kisses, Wish Upon a Star, One Summer in Paris, The Summer Seekers, How to Keep a Secret, Christmas Ever After, and Moonlight Over Manhattan. Now, what is worth mentioning about these is that I may only have part series in here. She tends to do little lumps of series, which I quite like because you get to follow around either families or things like that you get to know the characters of, and then she'll go through different members of family and things like that. So it's just really nice. I love the depth in that respect. As I said, they're not sappy. They're just good, honest, fun, relaxing fiction reads. Yeah. So yeah, Sarah Morgan is somebody I would recommend. But as I said, make sure you check out and see which ones are in a series, because you can read them as standalone books, but personally I prefer to try and get everything, all my ducks in a row, as it were.
How to keep a secret. As they say, two people can keep a secret if one of them's dead.
Right.
I'm going on that sort of path. It's another one of Debbie's. Robert Galbraith. Or J.K. Rowling. This is the last one of your strike ones.
Yes.
You haven't got.
I still haven't watched the last film, actually. Now, I really do like Cameron Strike, but unlike her Harry Potter ones and other ones, well, really unlike her Harry Potter ones, which I can pretty much pick up and read at any point in time, I do have to be in the mood. But as usual with her writing, it's well written, the stories are strong, and they're just great to read. Yeah.
And I found these ones, and I was like, ooh. This is years ago. We haven't seen it for a while now. Years ago, we watched the film Inkheart.
Really good film.
We really liked it. The behind it, and I found in there we got Inkheart, the book. Oh, that'd be great. I look forward to that, because that'd be good to dare to read it aloud. Dare to read it aloud, because it's about reading it. These certain ones read books aloud and things happen.
The characters or certain items from books come out of them.
We also got Inkspell, which is the second part.
Because we didn't know, did we?
I knew there were more than one, and Ink Death.
Which is beautiful.
It's a lovely book.
Beautiful hardback, that is.
Yeah, so it's
So preference-wise, we always prefer to read paperback because it's more comfortable, but you can't beat the look of a hardback.
No.
And at the end of the day, I mean,
yeah,
it's
a
not
lovely book.
it's not the most difficult one to read in the world. I've picked up some very heavy ones before.
Yes, they say about that first one. It says Megan loves stories, but her father Mo hasn't read aloud to her since her mother mysteriously disappeared. When a stranger knocks at their door, Mo is forced to reveal an extraordinary secret. When he reads aloud, words come alive and dangerous characters step out of the pages. Suddenly, Meggie is living the kind of adventure she's only read about in books, but this one will change her life forever. It's a really good film.
I mean,
obviously I won't read about the other ones because
no, we don't know ourselves.
It's going to go what's already happened. So.
Yeah. Right, this is more my jingle jangle as well. Philip Pullman, Book of Dust. This is a prequel, I believe, isn't it? To
his Dark Material.
Yeah, which includes like the Golden Compass and so on.
Subtle Knife.
And
Northern Lights.
That's it. Now, I love the film. And it didn't do as great in the box office, probably because they put it on at the same time as Harry Potter came out, which was just damn stupid, if you ask my opinion. Because you don't put a well-loved
But you are enjoying
film
the BBC
out.
TV series.
I really am, yeah. It's great. It's great. I love how they've done it. This is the thing with TV series being made, like places like Netflix, and you've got all different other companies now that are making their own TV series out of these great books. You can just get so much more into it. I mean, don't get me wrong. To me, Nicole Kidman is totally Mrs. Doodah, thingamajig, Laura's mum. Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, go on, tell everyone.
But she is.
Coulthard?
That's it. See, I'm terrible with names. And yet it's not like I haven't watched and read it over and over, because I have.
Yeah.
But yes.
But the only bit was to go against on the first series of the BBC one is they seem to have forgotten to put the demons in. Because every person's got a demon that goes with them. And they had the spaces for them, and they had the empty gaps, but they didn't actually put the CGI for them.
I think either they ran out of time for when they had to get it done by, or they just didn't do it. So, like where you've got Laura with Pan, and you've got the Red Gibbon of Mrs. Coulthard, I think Billy had an Eagle Hawk, and all of them have got ones that are associated to them, because until they turn a certain age, like reach maturity, I suppose, or they're teens basically.
Their demon doesn't settle on a form.
Yeah, their demon won't settle on a form until then. And in actual fact, they say that it's when the demon settles on a form that they actually have matured. But their demon wouldn't settle on a form unless they were matured, if you see what I mean. So but no, I mean they. What I would say is don't read them if you're tired, because a bit more has to go in. They're good books. They really are easy to read. But if you're a bit tired and what have you, you could miss certain things on it. Now, obviously, I'm going from my perspective on that, but that's all I can give you. But no, have a look.
Now, this one, I don't know much about it. The only bit I've got is this.
You got it because of the title.
Yeah, I did. And the tagline's quite good as well. My dad died twice, but only the second time was my fault.
Different.
Time travelling with a hamster.
Now, if you're new to our channel, we don't just do book hauls.
Bloody have you been?
Yeah. We don't just do book hauls. We do box review. Your subscription boxes even, and I've got a craft channel bit, and we've got all different things we do. We do cozy corner chats on a Friday with Sherlock Holmes questions, and we try and mix it up a bit. We've even got unbagging, like the blind bags and that with toys. So we do a big amount, but the biggest thing we do is we have hamsters, and they're our children. And what parent doesn't want to show off their child? So if you like hamsters, you found the right people.
But yeah, I thought that could be a bit of a laugh.
In other words, that's why the hamster thing's such an obvious thing. Of course, if you're one of our regulars, you know exactly why Darren got that book.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that's such a good film.
Yeah. So the film Shutter Island. I've got the book of it. I didn't know it was a book.
I can't watch it late at night, but it's brilliant.
It's great. And it's got a great twist, which you can't tell you about, obviously, but... Yeah. US Marshal Teddy Daniels has come to Shutter Island, home of Ashcliffe Hospital for the criminally insane, to find an escaped murderer named Rachel Solando. As a killer hurricane bears down the island, the investigation deepens and the question mounts. How has a barefoot woman escaped from a locked room? Who's leaving them clues in the form of cryptic codes? And what really goes on in Ward C? The closer Teddy gets to the truth, the more elusive it becomes, and the more he begins to believe that he may never leave Shutter Island because someone is trying to drive him insane.
It is brilliant. It's worth watching, and it's one of those ones it's worth watching again as well after you know the twist, because you see it from a completely different way. Not by any means in... if anybody's watched Sixth Sense, nothing like Sixth Sense I might have had. But what I mean is, and the others, that's another one. If you've watched it and you know the twist, you can watch the film again, but it's almost like watching a different film because you're obviously picking up on different things. But yeah.
And the last one we've got, which
is one of my favourites.
Which I couldn't believe we hadn't actually got. I phoned Debbie up to find out if we had it. Because it was like, I don't remember seeing that.
I read the uncut version.
This is the uncut version.
Yeah, and I say it is quite disturbing.
Stephen King, The Stand.
I love the films. I love the original TV series, and I love the
new one as well.
Because who doesn't love Eric the Vampire in anything? Because he's just lovely to look at.
Yeah, although they say that he's Randall Flagg, which they reckon is the Man in Black. He also is the Man in Black in
Dark Tower.
And Stephen King has also said that he could be connected with Pennywise as well. Then again, I think he's just trying to sell more books.
I don't think Stephen King has to worry about selling books, Darren. Yeah. He has sold plenty.
Oh no, the bit when it said about it was brilliant. Because it was on Twitter, and he said that they could be connected together. And a person put on there said, "How would you know?"
Well, he is the author. But yes, you actually get people asking questions like that.
1,325 pages of insanity.
The thing is, I love his books. I've got to be very careful with reading them. In fact, I mean, there are still parts of that book, considering, I mean, how forgetful and things like that, I do remember because it was that disturbing. But it's still brilliantly written. It's worth reading, but if you have nightmares quite easily, do not read it. Yeah. Read the cut version.
Yeah. So it went in quite well with bits that have been recently. Although Captain Tripp's virus is a hell of a lot worse than COVID was. As Captain Trips wiped out most of the population of the Earth.
This is true.
As far as we know. Because we only ever see people in America.
This is true.
So the rest of the world could have been fine. We don't know.
It's like anything. It's about being sensible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, the time was different then. I mean, I think that was set around the 80s, wasn't it?
Very probably, yeah. Yeah, it was. The original was, yeah.
The original was, yeah.
Yeah, checking those seats.
Because this is the thing,
First come the days of the plague, then come the dreams. Dreams that warn of the coming of the dark man, the apostate of death. He's worn down boot heels, tramping the night roads, the warlord of the charnel house and prince of evil. His time is at hand. His empire grows in the west, and the apocalypse looms.
I'll be honest, I mean, I've read a lot of Stephen King books, and I've seen a lot of his different films and things like that. I can assure you, if you've seen the film of Tommyknockers, read the book. Yeah. The film is blooming awful. It's terrible. It's absolutely
a lot of his films
awful, awfully atrocious. But
if you want to laugh, try and dig out the film Maximum Overdrive.
Oh no.
Because he was fed up with people. He's on the trailer for it. He said he's fed up with people ruining his story, so he decided to direct it himself. And you got to bear in mind that he was on a lot of coke at this time. Yeah.
Unsubstantiated.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
We didn't have the results in front of us. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
He has got an incredible mind.
Yeah.
And extremely disturbed. But he also, the Dark Tower books are amazing. Unfortunately, my brain just cannot get into them again, and I find it so frustrating. But then again, I mean, I think people go through phases as well with books. But all we can give you is our honest opinion on what ones we look for.
Yeah.
And we're always happy to hear your opinions of ones you've enjoyed. What I will say though is if you're into vampires and witches and things like that, try the House of Night books.
Yeah, you're saying about that on our Friday one, aren't you?
I am telling you about that. So you want to go, if you want to hear more about that, go on to our Friday vlog. That's just us generally. We're just chatting. The hamsters are out most of the time, and one of our lovely ladies has nicknamed it Kutch Corner. Yeah. Which is just like a cosy chat, really. Yeah. Plus, we throw different Sherlock questions at you. We do a word of the week, which is something my English teacher, I mean, actually, no, both my English teachers said the same thing in that respect. Try and learn a word a week. And it's something I did do as a child, actually. And
we've got ones on different supernatural ones as well.
Yeah. I haven't done them for a while because different things come up, and if we have a lot of questions to answer from you guys, we'll answer those. If we give you a revamp of what ones we've posted that week, what ones are due to be posted on other weeks. If
we've waffled on for a long time, we'll cut bits out.
I mean, basically, it's one of those things that we enjoy doing. We enjoy talking to you guys. We enjoy hearing from you. Yeah. And I think of quite a few of our regulars as friends, actually, because you know you get that interaction and it's lovely, especially when you're housebound. You know it's made me feel like I'm out in the world again. But no, I mean, no, we'll talk about pretty much anything. So you know, within reason, of course. But so
hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed already, why not? Do it now. And don't forget to ring the little bell. That way you always know when we've got new videos coming up. So, until next time, have a good one.
Bye, be different.